improved libido, bigger muscles, improved mood, improved energy, lower anxiety, and reduced body fat. 1 in 4 men suffer from it, but less than 1% do anything about it.
So today we are talking about things everybody loves, and that is Twitter, Elon Musk, and adverts. Now, you guys have probably just watched 1 or 2 adverts on YouTube right now, unless you have YouTube Premium, like I do. And if you use any social media, you will probably realize at this point, the last couple of years have seen monetization on various different platforms get even more aggressive. I've noticed it the most on Twitter and Reddit, but people who have non-premium YouTube have said it's gotten so bad lately. And what you're seeing is, I guess, is when social media platforms essentially have a monopoly, like, where are you going to go? Like, if you don't like Instagram and Facebook's monetization, well, that's just tough, isn't it? And I guess with Twitter, at least, there are other platforms now springing up. But if you think Threads and if you think Blue Sky and others won't have aggressive monetization at some point, you'd be wrong. But what is funny, and I do like clowning on Elon, what is funny about this story we're going to talk about today, not only does Twitter have aggressive adverts right now, it also has bizarre and insane adverts and just straight up scams, because so many normal advertisers have completely fled the platform because they don't want their products advertised under a fascist tweet, which seems to be like a massive problem. And I'm going to prove to you by just like a quick search on a random fascist account, yeah, these adverts appear under them, even if they're talking about like very, very fascist things. And in that, what you have now is a social media platform absolutely flooded with scam ads. And also everyone who's paid for verification just wants as much engagement as possible. So they just post very divisive stuff or random stuff. Small tangent, I want to make a video about this as well. A viral clip went around the other day of a Kazakhstan news presenter. And the tweet was about how it sounded. The tweet had no audio and still got thousands of likes. And if you went into the comment, it was just thousands of unrelated replies promoting their own videos by verified accounts, which go to the top because they're verified. So we mix all that in with how fascist the platform is going, and Twitter is really just 4chan with spam ads and bots. That is pretty much all it is now. And it would be funny if Twitter wasn't a good resource often for, you know, engaging with like-minded people. I've loved Twitter. You know, I've loved using Twitter for over a decade. I like engaging with you guys there, but it's just becoming like completely unusable. And then just also bizarre seeing these random ads all the time. So we're going to talk about all of this today, and yeah, just the usuals. Follow me on my social medias. While it still exists, consider becoming a patron if you want to get access to the Discord server, among other things. And yeah, check out all the links in the description to various things. So let's get into the context of what I'm talking about. So I want to explain how adverts work on YouTube and how someone like myself makes money, to show you why, if you're using Twitter recently, the ads you're getting are so bizarre and seemingly don't even care what they're, you know, posted under. So on YouTube, as a creator, you review your own work and decide if it is fit for monetization. And what that means is, basically, YouTube says to most advertisers, yeah, this video is good. There is nothing too controversial on this that you wouldn't want to be associated with, so run your ads. I pretty much know at this point, after 6 years, what YouTube likes and doesn't. So if I know I'm going to talk about something controversial, like my last video, I will demonetize it myself, and then you will see less ads running. Although recently it seems like YouTube doesn't even care about this. But in theory, that's what will happen. And with this video, which should be monetized, you will see more ads, and they will range across like various different things. Of course, a lot of it is personalized based on your own searches and, you know, experience on the platform and on Google more generally, but also you'll see stuff from like massive companies like, you know, Disney. You'll see game trailers all the time. Like, that's what I used to see on this platform. But you see them on YouTube, and you see them on Instagram, you see them on Facebook, but you no longer see them on Twitter. And that is because of how much of a cesspool Twitter has become by Elon's own design. And also Elon Musk tweeting fascist stuff all the time as well. Like, advertisers do not want to be associated with the stuff he's saying. So what you end up getting is just crypto scams, loads of finance stuff, testosterone supplements, and all of that. That's the only ads you're going to get these days. And just, for a little more context, Nari Dajan for The Observer wrote, Elon Musk claims advertisers are returning to X, but we've only seen one so far. 2 weeks after Elon Musk told advertisers to go F themselves, some of them may be coming back. Netflix confirmed last Thursday in December to the Wrap it had resumed advertising on the platform. But part of the reason they fled in the first place is because all their tweets were appearing on fascist stuff. So if you want a bit of context for this, Time wrote, harmful content has surged on Twitter, keeping advertisers away. Twitter's approach to managing hate speech focuses on limiting the number of times people see it, not the volume of content itself, which I'm very skeptical about. Twitter said impressions of hate speech content are 30% lower on average than before Musk's acquisition, but he actually tweets hate speech himself, so don't know how that really works. During Elon Musk's tenure, content from more extreme political groups and misinformation has increased, and Twitter has removed bans from stuff like COVID-19 misinformation. So if you're someone who uses Twitter a lot like I do, you know right now it's just a free-for-all. You can say whatever you want. Well, you can't say whatever you want, because if you start criticizing Elon Musk and his friends, you might get banned if you're left-wing, which happened actually today. Thankfully, nearly all of them are reinstated. But yeah, that happened too. But yeah, generally, if you are a right-wing fascist, you can say whatever you want. And you can say whatever you want, and you'll have advertisements under what you say, and you'll also be paid for it based on the verification subscription system as well. That's what Twitter is. So to prove my point, like I said to you, on YouTube, you review your own content. So if I was saying something very controversial, or what I felt like, YouTube would see as a video that advertisers couldn't run ads on, like my last video, I say that. But obviously on Twitter, there is no self-review, so Twitter's got to do it itself. But like I said, it seems like there is no review. It's just a free-for-all. So Elijah Schaefer, who runs polls about insane things, I can't even believe this is what Twitter's become, well-known fascist, he writes about those tunnels in New York that a certain Jewish community made to escape pandemic restrictions, apparently, about the New York Jewish tunnels narrative changes, and basically just capitalizing on this to spread anti-Semitism. And Jake Shields, another well-known fascist, and just a little tangent as well, this guy tweets a lot of pro-Palestinian stuff. He doesn't actually care about Palestine, he's just using it because he doesn't like Jewish people. He writes, I wonder who runs the media. And underneath that, there's an advert for Be-inspired clothing, full winter sale, up to 50% off. And also on Elijah's own page, you scroll down, you get whatever this advert is. Again, that's under his page as well. Think of all the stuff he tweets, and that is where your adverts will show up on Twitter. So you can see why massive companies like Disney and others, they don't want to advertise on Twitter, because there is no restrictions on what your ads will be shown under. Even people saying that Jews run the media, your ad will go under that, right? So yeah, you can totally understand why Twitter is in the toilet, why Twitter is worth like a fraction of what Elon paid for it, why Twitter is just on a huge downward spiral, which I don't think you can even recover from. Like, how do you solve this? You'd have to like destroy the entire site and start again with a more basic format like threads or something. But anyway, what I thought we'd do for the second half of this video is have a bit of fun. So like I said, a lot of the ads you see on your other social media platforms will be for very, very mainstream products, mainstream outlets like Starbucks or McDonald's, mainstream streaming services like Amazon Prime or Disney. But this is what you get on Twitter now. And do you think these people are going to keep Twitter afloat, let alone profitable? And although there is a lot of this that is based on your own like personal viewing habits, apparently, I don't know how a lot of this stuff relates to me. So I'm guessing even that is a bit messed up on Twitter, because I'm getting advertised loads of crypto stuff and loads of like testosterone supplements. I don't think I've ever typed into Google or Twitter anything about these products, but I get them. So the first one I get here is Optimale. We're Optimale. We help treat low testosterone. Order a blood test kit today and get valuable insights on your daily hormone levels.
The best part is everything is remote, so you can do your finger prick blood test at home. Speak to our doctors over video and have your medication discreetly delivered to your door.
Treatment ranges from just £60 to £130 per month. That's the cost of just 1 to 2 coffees per day. Get started with an at-home blood test for just £39. Don't just take our word for it. Check out the feedback we've received from men just like you, from their mid-20s to their 80s.
But that's whatever. But one thing that is interesting here is we're going to see continuously happen. You get a lot of adverts for like random stuff that is supposedly designed to make your life better. But thankfully, the community notes feature does come in with a few wins here by telling us about the seller and what these things are. So here's another one. Keep your kitchen stylish and clean with our silicone draining mats. Say goodbye to wet countertops as it effortlessly dries pots, dishes and cutlery. Okay, just some random thing. Again, how far Twitter has fallen. This is what I'm getting advertised. But thankfully, the community notes coming in. This is a drop shipping outlet just set up. Broomlander.com has very few reviews overall and some red flags. This video is of a product they don't store, sold by both other drop shippers and more reputable platforms. This shop may just disappear once paid. So again, that is the stuff you're getting advertised on Twitter. Just a scam. Like, it's not even a real thing. Like, even if you think the product looks kind of cool and you want to buy it, if you try to buy it, you might just get your money robbed from you and the shop closes down. Now, one thing, if you're on Twitter, you would have seen a lot is, I don't even know if these are the same game because they all look the same. Top War Battle Game. Don't miss this wonderful stress-free game. Get the code, get on top for a Kickstart. And, you know, you've seen all these mobile games that have fake gameplay. So thankfully, you know, this is false advertising. Here's the real gameplay of the game. But you have this come up like all the time. But again, I don't think these ads are even personalized to me because I don't know how any of this is relevant to anything I search. Along with this one as well. These ads are bizarre for something called Mad Muscles. Get strong, look stunning, your journey to feeling incredible starts here. And it has a lot of AI art. And I don't know what this like naked man is. How long does it take to lose 20 kg with no alcohol and challenge at my age? So I went on the app and it was just asking me to build my perfect body. It seems to just be asking me for personal information about like either things I wanted to do or like my height and weight. And the thing is, I didn't even know what this ad was. And then it turns out if I go through the site a bit more, it's not even obvious on the link. It's actually an app for getting fit. Like, I don't know if any of you guys have used Mad Muscles, but it really wasn't clear from the advertisement that it was like a fitness app. It just had bizarre AI art, which gets even stranger because I found this one around as well. Like, look at these AI men hugging really close, almost kissing. I'm not going to comment too much on this because it was the bulk of the ads I was like screenshotting. There's loads of crypto stuff. There's loads of finance stuff. There's loads of random crypto accounts promoting themselves. In the past, I saw the Israeli Twitter account advertise loads on my own feed, which seems very dystopian considering what they've been doing over the last few months. Another one which kind of grossed me out, and you guys might have seen this, so Clean Ears Deep. To prevent infection and relieve itching. My grandparents love it. Which I don't think sounds like a good idea. The video is kind of gross. And thankfully the community notes coming in again. Dangerous to insert any object inside your ears and even more dangerous to insert anything in your baby's ears. Only their doctor should be doing anything like this. You should only clean the outside of their ears. And it's like a £12 ear cleaning set. And it looks metal, which is bizarre. And again, this is what Twitter's gone to. It's gone from showing you Mandalorian Season 3 advertisements to a weird ear cleaning thing, which actually seems pretty dangerous for you. But yeah, you see a lot more drop shipping scams. Again, Bloom Lander showing up, and it has this nice product of like a little mini drum which makes a nice sound when it rains. But then again, the community note saying this product is drop shipped from AliExpress at 12 times the original price. We have another like seemingly a scam thing. Unleash the magic of our super sticky, resilient, clear tape. A different experience that adds joy to your life. Professional grade, heavy duty, and easy to use. A community note saying, caution is advised when purchasing from this store, as it's part of an AI-generated network of stores selling dropship products. The products may be priced higher than normal, be unfit for purpose, and may not be shipped at all. Someone sent me this because I asked people on Twitter, what was the weirdest adverts you've seen? And this was the weirdest one. So a guy called Goranko Petrovsky, the most important code to raise awareness. And I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at here. I'm American nuclear scientist triggered a United States, America, Indonesia. Tsunami backwards is Iman UST. Iman UST is I'm America's nuclear scientist triggered. 2004 tsunami happened on American Christmas, December 25th, 2004, local American time. Retaliation for September 11th, www.number1victimofcrime.com. I go on the profile, the number one victim of crime in the world, and number one victim is his banner. So that's what's being advertised to you on Elon Musk's Twitter. Just like a crazy man talking about how the Boxing Day tsunami is linked to September 11th. Like, what is going on? And also, how cheap must these ads be now? They probably made so much money on ads before. Like, I know Twitter was never that profitable, but you imagine that most of their money was obviously made by these huge companies paying for ad space. And now we have a number one victim promoting conspiracy theories to us. What does it cost? Like 50 cents now to have an advertisement that goes to thousands of people? And just a couple more I got to show you that I liked. Glad to see you. Just a weird one of a cat. Don't even know what the point of that is. Another one about Hell's Angels, like it's just some spam article that you'd find underneath like a YouTube to MP4 converter page or something. Something telling people with ADHD to go learn how to code. And a lot of adult content as well, which is weird. So I got this promoted to me. If you've seen this video, you're sick as F. And I'm not going to even show you the whole picture because it is just like nudity. And then the person underneath who owns that OnlyFans account or whatever, hi, that's me, come find out. 1,000 Ways to Die says, I've seen it already. 400 likes. Again, dead internet theory. 400 people are not liking that. It's 400 bots liking that. And then to finish off, obviously, adverts from Steven Crowder talking about how masks are poisonous and they hurt children. So that's where we're at now with Twitter. That's where we're at with Twitter advertising. All the major players have fled. And like I said, seemingly all the ad rates have gone down. So I might start just advertising, I don't know, my own YouTube channel. I could probably do it for like £5. It seems like these aren't worth anything anymore. And also, what I didn't really illustrate in this video is, here's a fun game for you if you're using Twitter right now. Go on Twitter and just scroll on either your For You or, you know, the chronological order feed. See how many times an ad pops up within, like, let's say 1 minute of you scrolling. It's absolutely insane now. Like, I remember Twitter before advertised tweets appeared in your timeline, but now the advertised tweets, they're not even real tweets, a lot of them. They're just pictures that are meant to look like tweets. So it fits in with the timeline. Like, it's absolutely, to me, what it all shows is just how incompetent Elon is, but just how much he's destroyed the platform. It's absolutely insane how bad it's become, how bad the user experience has deteriorated over such a short period of time. And the only reason I would say Twitter is not unusable for me is because I'm a leftist who follows left-wing people and consumes left-wing politics. Most left-wing people do not pay for verification. Most left-wing people do not interact with verified accounts. Therefore, you still get something like the original Twitter experience where the replies to tweets are based on some sort of merit of how funny they are or relevant they are or how quick they were to get in there, rather than just loads of bots and spam going straight to the top from verified accounts, which could be run by an AI or something, right? But yeah, I'm probably going to be on Twitter until it actually implodes, but it was insane, like, researching this video, funny word to call it, and just seeing all these ads and seeing how frequently they popped up in my feed. And I actually wish I made this video earlier, because I have gone through periods on Twitter where I've seen even more crazy advertisements. Like, these are fairly tame in my experience and what I've seen over the last like year and a bit. So anyway, in the comments, let me know what you guys have seen on Twitter itself. Let me know what the weirdest advert you've seen on this is. Let me also know if you want me to make a video about how Twitter is just like all bots interacting with each other now, like there aren't a lot of humans even present there. And I don't think this video has like a more general point about society, but I did watch a video recently and it was about how everything on the internet has got worse because of aggressive monetization. And it's just so true how, because of capitalism, we can't have nice things. People like myself who didn't grow up with a smartphone, like you remember the birth of Facebook. You remember everyone getting Facebook and just using it to talk. You remember when everyone used Twitter. and there was hardly any advertisements on it. And you thought like how great it was, how revolutionary these social media sites were. And then suddenly, I don't know when it was, let's say like the mid 2010s, everything just got worse because it all focused on generating as much revenue as possible for certain creators. And I think the only company that does it okay is YouTube. But even then, recently, they've gotten far worse themselves, where there are just far too many ads on videos. So the cycle will just continue where you now have threads run by Meta and Facebook. And if you go on that, there aren't many advertisements at all. It's pretty bare bones. And if we all migrated there and liked it, eventually that would just become like a less worse version of Twitter with the monetization. So yeah, isn't capitalism great? People make a fun product, it gets popular, it gets bought by rich people, and then just becomes a storefront, a messaging app, a video app, or it just becomes a place absolutely brimming with scam ads like Twitter is now. But anyway, that is it for the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching.